Welcome to 6.1, Solving Equations. We have looked at algebraic expressions. Now we are going to look at algebraic equations. So we've seen expressions, and now we're going to look at equations. What is the difference? Well, I have several examples right here, and each one is something different. So, what is an expression? Well, I'll tell you this much. This is an expression, and this one's an expression. The other two are equations. Do you see the difference? Look closely. Well, if you don't see it, or you do see it, and you're ahead of me, then this is what you notice is the difference. There's an equal sign. So if we don't have an equal sign, which we don't here, and we don't here, that makes those expressions. The ones that have equal sign, those are equations. Following along? Good. Let's move on. Now, we are in the business, as the title says, solving equations. So now we are going to look at solving algebraic equations. We have two methods we're going to look at today. The first one is called systematic trial. Basically, what this means is we're just going to choose any value and just keep trying until we get the answer that we need. So let's take a look here. If we do 3d plus 5 equals 17, we want to find what d equals, so I'm just going to randomly try numbers. So I'm going to try 2 first, so I'm going to go 3 times 2 plus 5 equals 17. Well, let's give it a shot and find out. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 5 equals 11. Nope, 2 does not work. Okay, now that 11's too small, so maybe I need to choose a number that's higher than 2. Well, let's say I choose 3 times 5 plus 5 equals 17. Well, let's see. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 5. Well, that equals 20. So now I've gone too high, so I need to choose another number. How about I try 4? 3 times 4 plus 5. Oops, plus 5 equals. Well, let's see. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 5 equals 17. And that's exactly what we want. So D equals 4. That's systematic trial. You just keep trying until you get the right answer. Probably you've noticed now that that's going to take some time. I narrowed it down, but it's still, I had to do 3 equations before I got the right one. Well, let's see if we can try another version. Just extend my page here. Let's try inspection. And it'd help if I spelt it right. Inspection. And this is pretty much how it sounds. It means finding the value for the variable by using these types of number facts: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So it's basically just by doing it by looking at it. So let's take a look here. We have 3d plus 5 equals 17. Well, first we find a number which, when added to 5, gives 17. So we need to find a number when it's added to 5 gives us 17. I think 12 plus 5, yeah, that definitely equals 17. So now 12 plus 5 is 17, good. And so that means that 3d must equal 12. Well, if 3d equals 12, then we need to find what 3 times what will get you 12. So we know that 3 times 4 equals 12. So there we go. We've established that d equals 4 again. and this is just by inspection. Obviously, when the questions get a lot larger, inspection's going to be a problem. You're not necessarily going to be able to do it in your head. All right? I think that's all I have to show you. Yes. The other thing with inspection is, you know, you might want to just try another number just to make sure that you did it right. Because sometimes you know you make mistakes mentally, so trying another number afterwards might help. We don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right. Well, I think that's it for me. You know who to see if you need help.